Yo, welcome back to another video of Legends Podcast. Today we are back in the studio with Harry once more. And I know, I've been posting a lot of Legends Podcast stuff and whatever, whatnot, covering up the news of recent stuff that's going on instead of making the gaming videos, which I've wanted to post some gaming videos over the weekend, but thing is, I'm having trouble getting those videos out. So the thing is, they're ready. I can post them because I finished editing them, but it's like the thing is, well, actually, I can't really, post them because it's not really letting me export the video onto my flippin' files and whatnot. So I think I already explained that last video. So what I'm gonna do is probably get rid of some stuff. Probably stuff relating to Nights into Dreams. Um, and yeah, hopefully I get my space back, and then I could post regularly. But other than that, I'm just gonna probably post some videos on my phone. Um, anyways, we're not here to talk about that. I think I already talked about that enough last video. Today, in this video, I want to talk about um the recent stuff that people have been speculating that Roblox might not um keep the age verification around and they might remove it. Which no, I don't think they are going to remove it. People have been saying that COPPA, the Child Protection Service or whatever it was, not CPS, COPPA. It's like they had something relating to age verification, and people have misread that and spread rumors that, they're gonna get rid of age verification. Which no, it's not going anywhere. Because you know how Roblox is, they're stubborn, they don't listen to their community, and they think that they know everything about their own platform, which they don't. They literally do not. Even if their most top their top, famous figureheads say stuff against the thing. They still don't care. They're just gonna go with it. So yeah. Um. Anyways, I have some plans for future videos. February is coming up, and I don't have a Valentine. And I know most of y'all don't have a Valentine. So, yeah. Have I talked about this in my last video? I'm not really sure, but, you know, um, yeah, I'm always here for y'all, you know? Because I know how being single is. It sucks. And, you want a girlfriend and stuff and whatnot. And, you either get rejected or you're just, like, too shy to say anything. But you know what? Hey, it's all good. In the end, we still got each other. Um, anyways, what else did I want to talk about? Um, I think I'm going to play some more Pirate Adventure, probably, possibly. I know I did talk about this before. I have not finished the 100% of the game, and I might go back on it because there's a DLC stage, which is still not I have not recorded myself playing that yet. So yeah, I might go back on there. Other thing, Late Valentine's, the series. I did make the first episode years ago, but I have not continued it since the pilot episode, which I have to fix that since I'm not trying to just leave it out there for no reason at all. Um, if I can somehow get my CapCut to work again, I'm gonna be posting Melee again. Of course, I gotta keep the content rolling. And I also gotta finish Halo because, you know, the Halo stuff is kind of taking up most of my data and whatnot. So once I get those types of videos out, you know, we're gonna go back to regular old, no, it's regular schedule. What else? I think I'm gonna do some Beast Wars because Beastmas is here, and I really do not want to miss it. And the thing is, I really have some ideas, but it's just like I have to edit, and I can't edit. It sucks. But maybe I can make more content without editing it because, you know, I just can't edit. I really can't edit unless I have a different editing software, which I don't really know any other editing software. I just use CapCut and whatnot. But yeah. Also, what do I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna make more Harry fillers for y'all Harry lovers. I don't know if Harry has any fans or whatnot, but you know, he's here for the ride. He can't talk to me, I can't talk to him. But oh. Oops. Can I wave it? Oh, I didn't have any wave emojis or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna bring Harry back. Oh yeah, in the flipping what was that one series? It was over the summer. I think we were trying to make a flipping series with us at the beach house. I think I'm still gonna make that. Like, I literally just don't want to, like, break promises, you know? I always say that I'm gonna make a series and whatnot, but I just end up not making it, and then I just feel disappointed because, you know, I have to work at school, I have to work at home, and then there's side projects I do and whatnot, and then I just have no time to just edit videos and whatnot. So I'm gonna see if I can do all that on the phone. Probably that and the late Valentine's thing, because Valentine's about to come up. I really want to get that series out before Valentine's Day, and hopefully we can get somewhere with this the two series, and hopefully bring out the Beast Wars Simulator series again, because I did say I was gonna bring that back lots of times. So I need to do this, or else I'm gonna be breaking promises. Which I do not want to break promises. That's like breaking hearts and being a player. But what else? Oh, I'm also hearing about stuff going on outside with ice and stuff. Man, I don't even know what's going on. But can we just have a moment of peace in America, bro? I don't know what like these ice people are doing and whatnot. Like, bro, Harry, come on, like. Don't you agree? I feel like we should have world peace. We don't need to fight each other. Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of anger and harming others when we can all just come together and have harmony, right? Like, I feel like the thing is that we should I think we should keep our emotions in check. We shouldn't harm each other just to get what we want. I feel like that's a dumb thing to do. Like, sending the military to another country to attack them and cause wars and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. It's like, what's the purpose? We all could just become one nation together. But you know, there's always stuff that downplays that. You know, like racism, discrimination, possibly what else? What other discriminatory things there? Oh yeah, people who are you will have phobics and stuff like that. Basically, people who are disgusted by any of your ideals, whether it's your skin color or your personality, your sexuality, and what the clothes you wear. Hey, I got prints on my back, and no, I mean, Harry's not complaining about it, and I hope he doesn't complain about it, or else, you know, I might throw some hands, Harry, and you don't want that to happen. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Oh my goodness. I forgot we can't even talk to each other. This is just sad, man. Anyways, let's just sit back down, bro. Ah. But it's like I don't understand why we still have like that type of stuff to this day. Like, bro, it's 2026. Did we leave racism and like discriminatory stuff back in like the flipping 1800s and whatnot? But I don't know. People are just still like that to this day. And, you know, I guess it kind of just has something to do with how they're born, how they perceive life and stuff like that. But yeah, until that's resolved, world peace will never be a thing. But we can always be at peace with each other. That's what friend groups are for. And small communities, gated communities and stuff like that. We have neighbors, friends with them and stuff like that. And I'm glad that I have these type of people around me, because I don't want to grow up somewhere where there's negative people who make me turn into a negative person. I'm just grateful that I live in this safe environment. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say safe because there nowhere is safe. Okay, whether you're in Japan, the most safest country in the world, people say, well, not the safest, because even though yeah, it is on the like top countries that are safe, it's not really like top one. Not that I know of. I think it's probably like Tokyo that's the safest city, but not the country. I don't know. I have to do some research on that. But yeah, I don't know how we went from talking about Roblox to talking about world peace. But we still do need world peace. Like legitimate at times like these, like World War III is like on the verge of happening. You know what I mean? We have Japan and China like going at it with each other. Threatening each other and stuff like that. I don't even know, man. And America and Venezuela. I don't know if Venezuela hates us for kidnapping their president, but it had nothing to do with me. So don't look this way, okay? Don't look this way. All I know is that we're kind of just getting to a, like, I don't know. This year just didn't start off great at all. Bad stuff happened, like the flipping voice, age verification stuff, and Minecraft and Discord having it as well. It kind of just sucks as a whole, because I was really beginning to think that this year was that year. RelSeas might release. Holy War X, the game next to RelSeas. I feel like Holy War X is gonna release the same day as RelSeas. I feel like they're both gonna release the same day because they've been side by side, rivals and whatnot. Whatever. I've also gotten into some games recently. I'm gonna recommend y'all some games because Roblox is getting dry and empty and people are quitting and whatnot. But I promise you, Roblox is still fun. So here are the games that I still play to this day that make me really love Roblox. I play Carnage, a Danganronpa game. Basically, just a killing game with 15 or 16. I don't even know. But it's like just Danganronpa, except not Danganronpa. And then there is ABA. I like playing ABA every day. Not every day, some days. Civilization survival game. That game, I can see how people wouldn't want to play it because it's time consuming. You basically age every minute. So yeah, you're gonna be like 60 years old by 1 hour. And if you don't want to play the game for 1 hour straight, you're probably just But it's just a little recommendation, okay? What else? Jujutsu Shenanigans. It's a decent game, I guess. I mean, I like playing it and all, but it's like to play in public lobbies against sweats and everything, it's just annoying, man. It's so annoying, but playing in private servers is so fun. Like you abuse the powers and abilities, and it's just such a great experience because, you know, I would rather abuse that no stun, no cooldowns, overpowered abilities rather than getting jumped by flipping UG Sukuna characters or mains. Yeah, mains. UG Sukuna mains, because I know those are the ones who always be doing black flashes on me every single time, man. And my friend actually taught me how to use black flash today, just like earlier today actually. Technically you have to like go behind someone and then use the flipping. I forgot the it's like the third move. But yeah, you have to do that twice in a row. This is probably common knowledge for y'all, but whatever. So yeah, there's that game. Um, what else? I also play games like Shonen Unleashed. Okay, not gonna lie, I don't really like the game. Okay, Shonen Unleashed is technically ABA, but different. The thing I have against the game is like it's basically, I feel like the combat is just slower. It feels like there's too much animation and stuff like that. I don't know. And the air combos. I just like ABA a lot better. I know people be saying that Shonen Unleashed is better, but honestly, I say ABA is better because I can do air combos. I mean, with also ABA has a bigger roster. Let's not forget to mention that. Big roster, lots of skins, lots of maps, lots of stuff to do. I mean, if you're in private servers and stuff, also ranked lobbies and whatnot, like you can like roleplay in ABA because they got city maps and whatnot. They even have a flippin' what do you call it? A Waffle House. Yeah, they even have a Waffle House for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. But yeah. Overall, I just think ABA is better because they have more characters. They just have a cool combo system. You know, people just complain that it's not a good game because it's unbalanced, but my defense is that you can grind for money and buy overpowered characters as well. Like if you have skill issues against I don't know, let's just say Sukuna, Manga Sukuna, or probably Enel, Madara, or like Whitebeard, I just say get someone strong or buy those characters, because if you can't fight the meta, might as well join them, right? I mean, that's how I learned. Okay, listen, that's how I adapt. Okay, Harry, this is how I adapt. And I know you can't really speak, but it's like every game, even Yu-Gi-Oh. When I go up against someone who's stronger than me, I don't just try to like fight back with weak characters. I adapt. I use their strategies against them, and then I build up upon that. Even in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's why I use Kashtiras and the flipping hero. Well, actually no, I loved heroes before getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. But Kashtiras, Raid Raptors, what else? Ryzeals, Malice, what else? Labyrinths. Like, I've been defeated so many times by those archetypes that I have came to the point where I just want to like use them myself and see how it goes, and that's how I became strong, because I just used their strategy. But no, people just do whatever, I guess. But also oh wait, right. I was recommending games. Why am I going off track so many times? Another game I really recommend everybody to play is Retro Breach, because this game is like our Breach. If y'all ever played the older game, It's basically SCP facility. You go in there, uh, you spawn in a team, either a Class D, probably a staff, a doctor, engineer, or a guard, a security guard, probably um an SCP as well or whatnot, and then or Chaos Insurgery. Is that how I don't even know how to spell their name, but yeah, basically there's different teams. You have to try to escape if you're like a Class D or an SCP and a staff. But everybody else has to like kill each other and fight and like help their allies escape. But other than that, I think oh yeah, if you die, you there's like a lobby thing. So like yeah, a game happens, and if you come inside the middle of the game, you can actually go back in. You have different lives actually. Um, Depending on the time, because there's a timer that tells you when you're about to spawn in. You don't just come back in anytime. Like if you die, that's it. But you can come back after a certain amount of time, and then you join another team. Right, rather if it's your enemy's team or probably like I don't know the same team you were or allies with in your past life. I guess I don't know. Yeah, it's just like a team-based game with neutral, um, hostile, and ally um, system, which you can kill neutral players or neutral teams that are, just neutral with you, and enemies as well. But yeah, it's a fun game. I really recommend y'all give it a try because I have been hooked to that game, and I loved it. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just such a great game, and I really want y'all to like play yourselves, like populate the lobbies because people just keep on leaving and stuff. But I just want to see like what happens if there's 100 players in one lobby. I actually don't even know the player capacity, but they should make it like 100 players to like fill out all the positions and whatnot. Um. Anyways, how much time have we spent here? Oh, it's been 22 minutes. One more topic, and I think I'm gonna wrap this little podcast up. So I have been scrolling on TikTok, all on flipping, um, I don't know, just the internet in general, right? YouTube, TikTok, Discord, and oh, also Reddit. No, and I don't use Reddit. Sometimes when I'm searching up stuff, it leads me to Reddit because some guy also asks the same question that I ask and gets answers or that whatnot. But um, I keep on seeing anime slanders, and if y'all know me, I'm a big anime fan. Ain't that right, Harry? And look, Harry, I know Harry is he's not really an anime fan. He doesn't watch anime. Oh, I can click these buttons. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. So yeah. I keep on seeing stuff about anime, about the Big Free, about Dragon Ball, about this and that, Mushoku Tensei, and whatnot. All I want to say is stop the hating, okay? I keep on seeing hate on Bleach, hate on Naruto, hate on One Piece. Why are we hating on each other? Like, on a serious note, and there's lots of One Piece hate. I don't know what happened. I remember like 2024 whatnot. Um, People were like legitimately like praising One Piece and whatnot because of the flippin' animation getting better and stuff. It's like I feel like this is the year where people are switching up on all these different stuff and these franchises. Because years ago we were like glazing it. Even JJK, I remember when people were glazing JJK. People were, you know, glazing. Yeah, One Piece, JJK, Don Don Don, and stuff like that. People like saying the Don 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 opening was cool and stuff. And then like to this day now, people just switch up and just say, "Oh yeah, One Piece is trash. Don 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 is trash." What else? Oh, JJK was trash. Yeah, and it's like, why? And then Chainsaw Man comes in, and everybody's all praising it and stuff. And now it's just like, once the hype dies down, everybody's gonna go back to hating on it. Like the Chainsaw Man movie, it saved the series, and I just don't understand people. I don't understand why people do this. Like, is it because they're not like a fan of the like they haven't watched the series, or is that why they're acting like this? And I don't know, man. I just don't like when people do that. I don't like when people act like they know better about the series than people who've actually watched it. Because that's what I keep on seeing all the time, where haters be trying to point out facts and stuff like that, and acting like they're an expert when they only watched like one episode and dropped it. So I really don't want to hear anything about, oh, One Piece is garbage. First of all, I understand that it's a long series, but it's like One Piece contains great amount of content relating to real world problems and issues and stuff like that. And that's what makes it a great story, because it's not just about the goofiness and the animation and whatnot. It's about what creates the show as a whole, the characters along the way, the powers, the abilities, the fights, the relationships, you know? And not just One Piece, all the stories. Like Bleach too. Like the cast, the world building, the power system, the the epic moments, and even the out of context moments. And then people are just gonna go and hate on it, like you haven't even watched the show. And even people who say they've watched it and still hate on it, it's like, what's the reason? What's the actual reason to hate on these shows? I mean, it's not the fact that you can't hate, it's just the fact that, like, they act like they've seen it, right? They act like they're a consumer of the product, which they aren't. They are not the consumer of the product. They haven't experienced the full experience of the show. You know what I mean? You catch my drift. Do you catch my drift? People hate on shows that they haven't watched, which is bothering me. Because how are you gonna hate on Bleach, on Naruto, on One Piece, on Dragon Ball? And you haven't even seen a single episode? And even if you have, they've only probably watched up to like 200 episodes and dropped it. If you ever drop an anime, then you have no reason to hate. It's your opinion, but your opinion is... Okay, there's no right or wrong opinions. Let's be for real. If you hate on something, okay, that's just your opinion, okay? But logically, in order for your opinion to really like count as like feedback or whatnot, you would have to watch the full thing. Like all the episodes from 1 to, the end. And then if you have done that, if you have watched the series and watched all the episodes, all this and that, and without having the attention span of a 5-year-old, then I feel like your opinion really does matter. If you hate it, okay, I feel like that's actual good feedback. But if you just say that it's a bad anime and drop it, then what's the point of talking about? You can't talk on an anime or a show, shows in general. You can't talk on stuff in general if you haven't even watched the full thing. So please stop and shut up if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you can't provide any information since it's a bad anime if you haven't seen the full show. Alright, that's enough ranting. I think I'm done for today. Any last words, Harry? Yeah, I know. Crickets. Crickets. But anyways, I think that's all for today's podcast. If y'all enjoyed the Legends podcast and want some more videos, like, subscribe, whatever. I don't know. That's just what people normally say. But yeah, I'll see y'all Legends in the next video. All y'all duelists, all y'all Robloxians, all y'all Momosaphilians in the next one. See ya!